Welcome to a land of stories, a land of food, a land of friendships, a land of music. Welcome to Africa. Welcome to Uganda, Nima. Welcome to Uganda, everybody. I want to welcome you to my world of stories. Storytellers were very important people. In kingdoms, a storyteller was very important to the king. You know why? Storytellers carried the kingdom's traditions onto the next generation. Storytellers trained the princes and princesses to be kings. They trained children because they knew about the past. So they passed the past into the future. So tonight, I want to take us to a world of stories, back to our childhood. Are you ready to go with me? Wonderful! That's Lugwere from Eastern Uganda, but I'm going to teach you and you sing with me. Nali moto moto, oh nali moto moto, nali moto moto, oh nali moto moto, ebirowozo byange byali bito bito. To mean I was young. When I was young, I acted as a child. Nali moto moto, oh nali moto moto, nali moto moto, oh nali moto moto, ebirowozo byange byali bito bito. Thank you. Now sing with me. Nali moto moto, oh, nali beautiful. Nali moto moto, oh, nali moto moto. Ebirowozo byange byali bito bito. Remember when we were kids? You remember the things we did when we were children? They used to send us to the shop to go and buy maybe soap or sugar, but you had to go singing. Now in Lugwere, salt is chumbi. It is what? It is chumbi. Good. Now when mama sends you to go and buy chumbi, and the cooking oil is owito. Now there's a secret in Lugwere. In Lugwere, you add the O to every word. Now if I'm Zoey, you call me Zoey. Zoey. Now, if you're Nima, we call her Nima. Now, when mama sends you to go and buy chumbi and owito, you go singing ochumbi, owito, ochumbi, owito, ochumbi, owito. But then when you meet your uncle, and your uncle greets you, you know where I come from, we greet. It's a song when we greet. When we say koizeyo, you say tulio. Koizeyo. You also say Good. Now when you meet your Kwaiza, you kneel and greet Kwaiza, Kwaizeyo, Tulio. Then he begins to ask, how is your mother? And you say, mother is fine. And then he will ask, that rat that used to disturb you, is it still in the house or they killed it? Then you say, they killed it. And then so by the time he goes, you've forgotten the song of Ochumbi, Owito, Ochumbi. Oh, nali muto muto, nali muto muto, nali muto muto. Wanji, ebirobozo byange, oh. Bulungi nali muto muto nali muto ebirowoozo byange byali bito bito. Do you have any childhood memories? Do you guys have any childhood memories? So, welcome to Africa. Oh yes, storytellers were very important. Storytelling is one of the oldest traditions that connects the entire world. I've been lucky to go to some places around the world to tell stories, and we are the same people. And the love, the songs. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Now, sorry, sir. See, when they told stories, the moon was very important, and the fire. I want you people to use your imagination and come to my land. Come to my land of storytelling. We have the moon right there. Do you see the moon? We have the moon right there. And now this is our fire. We are seated around the fire. So storytellers were the TV of those days. And when it was time for storytelling, mothers would tuck babies into bed. And now it was time for stories to be told around the tree where we are now. See, once upon a time, Mr. Leopard and the dog were great friends. They were so great friends that dog is friends and leopard is the dog is children and leopard is children. So one day, Mr. Dog had taken a while without eating meat. So he called his friend and told him, I've taken a while without eating meat. My family has taken a while without eating meat. And Leopard said, do not worry. Tomorrow I'm going to the forest to hunt for game. And when I get it, you will come home. Dog was so excited. And he came and told his wife, you have to prepare. Tomorrow we are going to Leopard's home to eat meat. And when the day came, Mr. Dog and his children, they prepared and off they went to Leopard's home. And as they talked, the children played. Madame Leopard was preparing the meat, and soon it was ready to be eaten. They sat around the food and they started to eat. But because Mr. Dog had taken a while without eating, as he ate and pulled the meat, unfortunately, he hit Leopard's son into his rib, and his son collapsed. And I tell you what, that was the end of their friendship. Mr. Leopard jumped onto Dog. Dog could not wait. He scattered with his family. Off they went and disappeared. And Mr. Leopard started looking around for Mr. Dog from that day. One day, the king had called for a feast of the animals, and all the animals had come. Now the band of the monkeys had also come. And the animals could not wait to sing and dance. They had drunk, they had eaten. And the band, now the monkey band started. Chamadumadu, chamadula, chamadumadu, chamadula chantama, chamadumadu, chamadula chanta, chamadumadu. The monkeys played and the animals were dancing and dancing. And now Mr. Dog got out of his hiding and he called out to Madame Sheep, would you please hide me under your tail so that I can also go and dance? And then she's like, hide you under my tail? Okay. So he jumped under the tail, and off he went, and he attended. And the dance was getting better and greater. The music was getting louder. Chamadumadu, chamadula, chamadumadu, chamadula, chanta. The animals were dancing. But Madame Sheep could not dance. She couldn't dance. But the music got crazy, and she started dancing. Chamadumadu, chamadula, chamadumadu, chamadula, chanta. Chamadumadu, chamadula, chamadumadu, chamadula, chanta. And you know what happened? Mr. Dog fell out. And then the chase with leopard and dog started again. And are they friends? Anyway, that is our childhood story. I want to tell you a spoken word about my husband. Iwe, iwe, iwe mwisuka iwe, iwe. Mwisuka means boy. Iwe, iwe, iwe mwisuka iwe, 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 iwe mwisuka iwe. I'm losing you now. Sing with me. Iwe mwisuka iwe. Sibaulira. Iwe mwisuka iwe. Come on. Owamani, my husband. My name is Katono. I'm the smallest and weakest of all the women in my village, and yet the proudest of them all. The women of my village, they don't lock their gaze with mine. The men of my village stand up, they stamp, throw their arms in the air. The women of my village, they cheer in traditional songs and dances. Oratito angula, oratito angula, oratito angula. And then our opponents, their faces wear fear and their knees tremble. While in the ring, sweat drips down the bully's face. Veins draw on his neck and arms. And his body shakes with fury. His nostrils breathe fire. He rounds up his opponent, and in one take, victory! The men of my village, they throw their arms in the air and they stamp. The women of my village, they cheer in traditional songs and in dances, and our opponents, they tear. I, Katono, I am the smallest woman of my village, and yet the proudest of them all. I married the village bull. Thank you. Now, as I go, Nali muto muto, oh nali muto muto, nali muto muto, oh nali muto muto. Ebirowozo byange, byali bito bito. Oh. Now that is a song in Ugandan. It means when I was young, my thoughts were young. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a show on the 18th June at the National Theatre. Will you be there? Will you be there? Are you going to be there? All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.